What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro Di Manriva, and today's an exciting day because we are doing our very first viewer suggested cocktail. I don't know if a lot of you guys have been looking in the community tab, but if you look in the community tab, you will know that I sent out a post that told everybody that I wanted to start doing some viewer requested stuff. There are a bunch of viewers that are asking me if I take requests, and at the time I wasn't, but I don't see why now. Now, there's a couple of things that I've got to put in a disclaimer here. A, just because you suggest it doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it. I actually have to like the cocktail that you suggest. So if you suggest something that I like, I will put it into this video series. I will email you separately and let you know that I'm doing it. I want to shout everyone out by name, like at least by hometown and what their full name is on the video series. So I would need your permission for that anyway. And yeah, I mean, I think this could be like a pretty good video series. So the very first one that we are doing today is a request from a guy named Dominic Chen. He lives in Orange County, California. I believe it's Irvine. I do know him personally. He was the very first one to request something. So I am going to do that cocktail today. The cocktail that we're doing was created by a bartender named Harry May-Klien. He used to work at the Varnish. He does not work there anymore. He lives in New York now. And if you're not familiar with the Varnish is a bar that is the speakeasy in the back of a bar restaurant that I work in called Cole's French Dip. It was opened by Sasha Petrosky of Milk and Honey, Eric Alpern and Ced Moses in 2008, or they started building it in 2007 and it opened in 2008 for the Cole's 100-year anniversary. It is a great bar, and if you guys are in LA, you should definitely go there and have a drink because it's amazing. This cocktail that we're doing is called Harry's Midnight Snack, and it is a great one to do now because it's very holiday in flavor. It utilizes Fernet-Branca and creme de cacao, a little bit of orange, and some cream. And so that's par for the course for the holiday that we're in, since we're fast approaching Christmas. So we are gonna do it. So the very first thing we're gonna do is put this orange slice, 1/2 moon orange slice, into a tin, and we're gonna muddle it. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can either muddle just the meat, or you can do a light press on the peel. Now, a lot of people say if you do a light press on the peel, you're gonna impart bitterness from the pith into your drink. But we are using Fernet-Branca, which is pretty bitter in its own right, so I don't think we really have that as a something that would detract from a cocktail. I will say, though, that pressing the peel will expel the essential oils from the peel into the drink, and you get a more, well, what I like to, my unscientific term for this is three-dimensional orange flavor, because it just imparts a more intense flavor. All right, so then, after that, we are going to do 1 ounce of heavy cream, 1 ounce of creme de coco. People keep asking me what brand this is. It's Tempus Fugit, but if you cannot find Tempus Fugit, you can find maybe Mary Brizard or Giffard, and it is dark heavy cream, not the white heavy cream. 1 ounce, and then 1.5 ounces of Fernet-Branca. All in your tin. And then, oh my God, guys, I'm gonna grab this ice with my hands. I'm in my own kitchen. I'm grabbing the ice with my hands. Put ice in your tin. I'm putting it in a large tin today. You wanna shake with plenty of ice. Marry the cocktail in. Lock your tin and shake. Here we go. And then we are just going to do a double strain into a coupe as we are serving it up. And then the garnish that is called for is salt dust. Now here's the thing. I am a huge fan of putting salt in cocktails, but you have to be careful what type of salt you put in your cocktail, because all salts are not made the same, and they don't taste the same, and you got to be very aware of what you're doing. Salt brings flavor out in dishes and cocktails. So it always is a good idea. This recipe calls for salt dust. So what I did was I actually took some, I like either kosher salt or Maldon salt or fleur de sel, which has a flakier salt structure, crystal structure, than say iodized salt or even some of the lower grade sea salts that you'll find. And the tighter the structure of the salt, the saltier in flavor it is. So this has a little, this is salty, but it's like a little bit more subdued. And then what I did is I actually muddled it a little bit to make the salt dust as opposed to having the flaky salt, because the flaky salt's pretty big. So I just kind of muddled it down to kind of break it up a little bit. I'm just going to take a pinch of that salt and I'm just going to sort of pinch it onto the top of the cocktail. And you'll notice that because of the cream and the density of the cocktail, the salt is actually going to kind of sit on top a little bit. Some of it's going to go down, some of it's going to sink. And it's going to taste phenomenally good. So there you have it, my friends. Harry's Midnight Snack. Now, let's taste it. That tastes like something really familiar. I mean, you definitely taste the Fernet, but the Fernet really comes on the end. The cream and the creme de coco and the orange really give it this almost like cookie-like flavor, and then you have the bitterness of the Fernet on the end. It's really well balanced. It is really very good. I mean, you are going to feel the Fernet in this drink, but it's not going to be that sort of very polarizing flavor that you would get if you were just drinking a shot of Fernet or like a Fernet neat or something. I think a lot of you guys are really going to like this cocktail, so you should definitely give it a try. Harry's Midnight Snack.